Hey guys, it's BikeFan Japan. In this video, I will unbox the Sony ZV-E1, check the package contents and check the appearance, and I will also compare the size with the Sony FX3. Lastly, I actually used the Sony ZV-E1 for over a week on a trip, and I would like to introduce the accessories and shooting settings I used during the trip. At the same time as the body of Sony ZV-E1, I purchased two genuine accessories, a screen protect glass seat, and battery. Unboxing the Sony ZV-E1. Documents: shoulder strap, windscreen, battery, Sony ZV-E1 body. ZV-E1 and included contents. Install the windscreen. Insert the battery. Insert the memory card. Full frame sensor. I will attach Tamron 2040 f2.8. Very compact. It feels very nice. Check appearance. In order from the top, it is a USB-C terminal, a microphone jack, a memory card slot, an HDMI micro jack, and headphone jack. Check the grip part. Compared to the Sony FX3, the hold feeling is a little inferior. Compare size with Sony FX3. Both have the same sensor size, but the ZV-E1 has a smaller impression. You can feel the difference in weight when you hold it in your hand. Sony ZV-E1 is light and small, so it seems very portable. In fact, I took the Sony ZV-E1 on a trip of over a week and used it to shoot a vlog. The lens was Tamron 2040 f2.8 and put it on the strap of Optec. After installing the step-up ring, install the protector filter and install the magnetic adapter. In situations where there was a lot of light, I attached the magnetic ND filter. It is a very compact combination and weighs 985 grams including battery and memory card. By the way, I brought an ND64 ND filter with me, but I almost never used it. ND8 was enough for most situations. Since I went to places with bad security during my trip, I masked the white log part with Permacell to prevent snatching and robbery so that it would be not stand out. During my trip, I basically set the shooting mode to shutter priority and set the aperture to ISO to auto. In shutter priority, the aperture will be wide open unless the light overshoots. So basically indoors, the aperture will be wide open. So when I want to stop down the aperture while keeping the shutter speed fixed, I set the shooting mode to manual exposure, stop down the aperture, and set the ISO to auto. For the image quality setting, I didn't use log shooting, but used a custom picture profile based on Picture Profile 6. My impression of using the Sony ZV-E1 on the trip was that it was compact and light, without any problems, and I was very satisfied. However, when I was charging the ZV-E1 with a USB cable at the hotel, I dropped it off the table. The shooting function was not damaged because it fell from the USB cable part, but the USB-C terminal port was wobbly, and the LED lamp that shines while charging with the USB cable did not light up. I misunderstood that the battery could not be charged, so I charged the battery with the FX3 I brought with me just in case. By the way, I also brought my Sony FX3 with me just in case the ZV-E1 was broken, damaged, or stolen, but luckily I didn't use it except for charging the battery. So after the trip, I went to Sony's service center for repair and inspection. I also ordered a spare windscreen for the ZV-E1 at that time. I had heard from the Sony store clerk that the window screen parts are not retailed and must be ordered at the service center. I'm thinking of cutting the hair off the spare windscreen and getting a smaller windscreen. I hope you find this video useful. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Please also subscribe to my socials.